That's better. Okay, hey everyone, this is Nicole, aka Miss Writes Trends, and I'm making this video to cover a few things. Um, it's actually going to be a series, so have patience with me. I had to cut it down because the video was a little too long. So this first video is going to be about my hair journey, and then the second part is going to be about my new journey. Um, Here's your hint. But let's get started. So I wanted to make a thorough video about my hair journey and making the decision to become natural. Um, it's it's been a pretty crazy process here. I'm not gonna lie. So, my decision to go natural started in um, the fall of 2012. I actually made this decision because I had a bad perm experience that wound up taking my hair out, and it was pretty bad. So that was in October of 2012. At that time, I had no clue it was called going natural. I had no idea. I didn't know the terminology. I wasn't watching YouTube videos at the time. I didn't know it was a fad that people were jumping on the bandwagon of being natural. I had just decided to not put any more perms in my hair and take better care of it and not use heat anymore. So, after that perm, it took some pretty intense recovery. I was having to repair it and um, leave it alone, basically. um, so what I did was I had a wig that I had for some time. So I was using that for a few months, and then when my hair got long enough, I braided it down and I put a weave on it. No leave out, just cornrowed my hair and slapped a weave in it. And it grew out substantially fast. And I was actually surprised because, considering the fact that I had that perm and it was so damaged at first. So in spring of 2013, I decided to go ahead and um, I stopped wearing wigs and weaves for a while. I was actually wearing my hair out. I was used to having short hair because for the past 2 years prior to that, I was always cutting my hair short. I love short hair, pixie cuts, boy cuts, you name it. I love short hair. So my hair was probably about an inch long. Um, and going back to what I was saying before, in spring of 2013, I went ahead and did my big chop. It wasn't really a big chop. So that whole time frame from October 2012 all the way to April 2013, that was me transitioning. See, I didn't know these terms until later on when I decided to do some research. So I transitioned enough to where I could cut off the rest of the perm. It was very stringy and thin at the end. So I went ahead and did that. And after that, I was considered 100% completely natural. Um, for the first 2 years of me being natural, it was great. My hair was growing and it was flourishing and it was thick and full. I had a beautiful afro. It was so gorgeous. Um, and then things went downhill in 2015 for some reason. I'm not really a product person. I don't really use a lot of products, so I don't know. Um, I'm not sure what happened. I did a lot of protective hairstyles, but they were so they were so few and far between to the point where I wasn't really touching my hair. It was always braided down. I didn't have any leave out when I did my weaves and protective hairstyles. They weren't tight. The only thing that I can say that I really could have done more of was making sure that my hair got the nourishment that it needed. And I didn't provide that for my hair because it was always put away. Um, so after a while, it started thinning out, it started breaking off. You could see, like, you could see where my new growth was, and then, you know, versus my ends, and you could see through them. That's how bad it got. It got really bad. And I got depressed for a little bit because I felt defeated. I felt like I wasn't doing my part to take care of my hair, and it showed. So, in this past year, 2016 November, I had a braided hairstyle. I did the pick and drop method for some bulk hair that I had from a hairstyle that I did for in like 2-3 years ago. Um, and it came out beautiful. It was gorgeous. Like, it was, the ends were all full and thick, and it was curly, and it had red in it. It was just so beautiful. And then after a while, you know, hairstyles get old, and that's exactly what happened. So at that point, I made the decision to go ahead and just cut my hair. I didn't even think about it. I was just taking braids out, and I was cutting my hair and the braid out. And I could tell I made the right decision because it felt good. I was just like, I'm good on this. So I cut, I would say, about 5 inches off my hair. That's how long my hair was. And I was down to about I was down to where I started. I was about an inch, maybe an inch and a half, depending on where my hair was. I cut it kind of uneven on purpose. I was going for more of a, like a faux tapered look for my hair. And then for a few months, I was going back and forth about dreading my hair. I had actually thought about doing it. And throughout my natural hair process. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. Like, what do I have to lose? Because I could still wear wigs if I want long hair. It's still very... I can manage it to where it's my hair, but at the same time, I still have options on doing other things if I want to change it up. So to me, it was just getting out of that idea that dreading your hair was a permanent idea. And I watched a few YouTube videos, and some people actually had gone through the process multiple times in dreading their hair. And then I saw other people where they had made the decision to dread their hair and then wound up making the decision to cut it off. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you know, these are people that I didn't follow. I just found recently, and you know, they're people that had made the decision to just recently cut their hair, and I'm like, wait, I just got on to this process. Hold on. So, but I mean, it's cool that they decided to cut it. You know, they want something new, and that's pretty much why I've taken this journey. So, that ends the first part of my video as far as my journey goes. If you have any questions or comments or anything that you guys want to share, please leave comments below. And until next time.